Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Happy Sunday to everybody. I'm Go Beer Go Home, and this is the Sunday Brunch Kit Builds. Every Sunday, I show up, I work on a kit, I'll do some graffiti or some weathering on some cars and whatnot, or I'll work on the layout. Today, or this week, what I'm working on are loading and unloading racks. I've got a couple of different ones here. Both are from Walthers. This is the 4. So you get 4 in a pack here, and there's 2 loading, 2 unloading. And then I also have this one here, which I've had for a while, but I haven't figured out where I was putting it. Close that before that falls apart. And this is the tanker truck loading rack. So this is perfect for like a rail to road transfer, which I do need for the layout. And yeah, we are going to do that right now. Whoops, sorry. There's some stuff in my way. My bad. Okay. So I did put the link up in the chat. Where's my cat? Okay, whatever. So I did put the link up in the chat there so that if you are working on something and you would like to join me, then you're able to. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to build the 4 loading and unloading racks. There's a very specific way to do it to make one a loading and one an unloading. And it also comes with some grates that you put over top of the rails that pass by. So that'll be interesting. And it looks like it's just mostly all small parts, which some people might find to be a pain. I will be one of those people. So that's... I've already opened it prior to this, and I've looked at everything. I've had this kit for a while, so I just haven't had a chance to build it. I think Mark, M&M Rails, had actually got me this kit. He has one as well. He's a big tanker guy, and he needed some for his layout, so he got one for him, and I think he got this one for me. If you're in the chat there, Mark, correct me if I'm wrong. I just, yeah. All right. So before I get started, I want to say hi to everybody that's in the chat, the early birds who showed up. Brian, Mr. Brian Ferguson, and Wig Wag. Hopefully see you in a couple of weeks or so. M&M Rails was here. I don't know if he's still here, but he might be. Glenn, how's it going, Glenn? And Kyle. And yeah, Brian has this kit, right? It's one of those kits that you get, and then you're like, it seems like bottom of the totem pole, basically, when it comes to building kits. Everybody likes building the big buildings and structures and whatnot, where this is just it's a detail part. You know, you just add it track side, not a huge deal, but should be fun. So I'm gonna tilt this down. Like I said, I put the link in the chat there, so if anybody does want to join, you're definitely welcome to. And of course, I've got a whole bunch of spare parts that I've been working on, other things, so I left those all there. But let's see, should I just... I think I'll put this one down here just for now. That way, I'm just working on this one at the moment. Hey, Anthony, how's it going? So it looks like these just there's a base. And there's a platform. And then some safety rails. This is probably one of the grates that goes right over the center of the track. So something like this here, I won't be able to install until I have the exact area done up. And because these are such thin pieces here, I'm probably going to end up using my knife to pop those out. Might as well clean these off while they're right here. There we go. A question for you guys. Do you prefer the noon start time for this? I used to do it around like 10, 11 a.m. But then it got to the point where I was pushing it to 12 noon. But do you guys prefer noon, or do you prefer an earlier show? Let me know. I'm really excited because we're just a couple of weeks away from the barbecue, the trackside barbecue that's going to be happening. That apparently we do every year. I had organized it last year, and it's just a few of the guys, but I think that we're going to have even more guys this year, which is cool. The more the merrier. Didn't think it would be as successful as it was, but after that day that we had, where we just saw like what felt like literally everything, so much CP and even some VIA as well, so that was cool. I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that the new Charger drives by during that time. That'd be cool. Might as well take all these off because they're all basically the same part. I can't use any of them yet. So I'm going to just put these ones back into the box. Good morning, Bradley. Or good afternoon. Now, I think the base for all of these are the exact same. It's the exact same base. It's just how you set it up will define it as a loading or unloading, which we'll go over that when I get a little bit closer to that part. And I'm popping these out sometimes. There's like so much to it, but especially cleaning up the pieces as well. do have a section on my layout where I will be doing a rail to road transfer, basically, where the tank cars will get dropped off, and then what happens at that point is basically the tank cars unloaded into the trucks, and the trucks do local delivery because the train cars can't get to it, right? So only thing is, I don't believe I have a gas station for the layout, which is okay because the trucks don't really move. It's not about the trucks moving. It's more or less just the train. It's just got to make sense, you know. A place to come from and a place to go, and then you've got a delivery service. Oops. Now, if you hear a noise in the background here on my end, I do have a space heater on. Believe it or not, it's really cold today. And the basement is just, because it's a basement, there's carpeting down, but the carpet gets really cold. And then when you walk on it, it's really, you can feel it. So I put the heater out there, mostly for Alexis because she's got arthritis in her paws. So it's probably even worse for her having to walk on freezing cold carpet. But it was chilly down here overall anyways. Can't believe it's getting to be that season. Spooky season, as they call it. Okay, I got one more here to pop out, then we can start doing the assembly and adding some detail parts. Might have to clean up some of these pieces a bit more as well, because some of them I'm just popping out. Hey Mark, how's it going? Mark, I don't know if you were here for it. Did you get me this? Because I know you have one, but I think you got this for me. I just couldn't remember. I have so many little kits like this that are just fillers, just detail add-on stuff that I had a little pile going, and when I went through it, I was like, oh yeah, I've got this. That's right. And I was just trying to remember the how and the why and the where and the what. Speaking of the where, the why, and the what, we have a guest in the basement.
What do you mean in the basement?
And then, well, the down below, the little area down in the basement. It's called the basement.
No, I'm not there.
Backstage, more or less. Not in a literal basement. I mean in the basement of the stream. The stream.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
How are you today?
Not bad. Actually went to get the barbecue out of the trailer today.
Oh, nice. Getting that all ready to go?
Yep.
Right on. Yeah, the guys are really excited for that. We're looking forward to sitting sitting trackside, eating some burgers. So what are you working on today?
I'm actually doing some wiring. I'm going to be doing some soldering to the lights to get them ready on the Bojo.
Nice. So is this for like a building, or is this another type of light?
Oh no, these are the street lamps that I'm doing.
Street lamps. Oh, okay, right on.
So you know that photo I sent?
Yes.
That's what I'm doing on the other section now of the Bojo.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that looked really cool. Do you have that set up there?
I had it set up. I put it back in the box because it's right now being used so that I can work on it. So I can only do maybe a 4 foot section at a time right now in my place with doing the wiring and all that.
Ah, okay.
If I was say doing other stuff with it, then
Yeah.
I could probably take it outside and set it up. But no, not right now.
Is it cold where you are? It's cold where I am.
No, it's hot here.
Really? Oh, well, send some of that our way, because yeah, it's a miserable day outside.
Really? It's clear here, and I'm only an hour and a bit north of you.
Yeah, no, it was raining at one point too.
Well, it did rain last night, but yesterday it was so beautiful. There was not a cloud in the sky.
Uh,
Come on.
hey, Mike, how's it going? Mike's in the chat.
Uh,
All right. So. Did I buy you that kit? I don't remember buying you that kit.
what kid? Who?
That seems like one of those situations. Oh, because this kit that I'm working on here, this loading unloading thing, I have no idea where I got it from. And I thought Mark bought it for me, and then
Oh, that one.
he said in the chat there that I bought one for him. So I was going to say, it seems like one of those situations where, you know, I bought him a gift and he bought me a gift, but we got each other the exact same thing. Kind of like an 80s sitcom. Yeah, James has been hard at work on that layout. He's almost done.
Yep.
At the rate that James is going, he should be running trains before Christmas.
We'll see. Okay. Go wet the sponge.
What goes in there? Oh, okay. Those go in there. Hey, John, how's it going? So now the soccer is done. Soccer is now over and done with. And I
That's
think
good.
that things will kind of go back to their normal time as far as Thursdays, anyways.
Oh, look at that.
Why it's not loading. There we go. Yeah, I was real happy to see that Mike had his turntable spinning there and he was able to
That's good.
take the locos off and on. Yeah.
That is actually
Yeah, it
very
looks
good.
real good. Yeah, it's just another one of those things where I've always said, dang, I wish I could have a turntable. But I still might be able to add one, so we'll see what happens. It's never too late. but that might be a project for next year. This
Do you
year's
have the
project
room?
was getting that ethanol plant up. Yes. I got a little bit of room at the top there. Because remember, I wanted to add a train station up there.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like turntable, little bit of a roundhouse to it, and then a passing, like a track that would pass the turntable completely, and then it would go into like a station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way there's storage right by the station, and then we've got multiple tracks there where you can store stuff.
Yeah. Are you stoked about what the announcement that happened this week?
What announcement is this?
About Hershey?
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
The Hershey plant coming back to Smith Falls? And Hershey Canada coming back to Smith Falls?
Yeah, it was very unexpected to hear that. And it's neat because we were all talking about doing a chocolate factory, building a chocolate factory. So very ironic that happened. I think it'll be good for jobs, bringing more jobs out that way.
Oh, yeah. Well, it sounds like that the railroad will probably be going back in because they took the tracks out of that area, but that was a pretty good place to actually do a for rail traffic.
Yeah. Let's see what they end up doing as far as like local switching and whatnot every day. See what happens there. Because I can imagine it being, moderately busy. And seeing as how they don't really have an intermodal terminal there, I'm pretty sure they'd be moving a lot of stuff by boxcar too.
Oh, yeah. That and probably reefer car.
A reefer? The refrigerator?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you might see some tank cars. Did they still deliver like, flour? Well, not flour, but all that other stuff like corn syrup and all that. Would they still be
Oh,
doing
yeah.
that?
Well, oh, definitely. Like, look at if you go down the Cardinal,
Yeah.
that is all corn syrup that goes into the Cardinal facility down there. Like, there's actually probably Cardinal would bring stuff out to get to Smith Falls.
My wife was excited because apparently they used to do like a tour where you'd go into the Hershey factory and
Yep.
you'd see everybody working and whatnot.
Yep. It was one of the first factories in North America to actually have an overhead walkway that you can walk around the factory to actually see how the process was being done there. And at the end, there was also a giant chocolate store and everything there too.
Yeah, the gift shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Hey, plumber, how's it going?
Okay. So what I'm doing right now is I'm right now putting all my wires together, like not connecting them just yet. What I'm doing is I'm sort of policing up the wiring. So instead of having six wires all over the place, I'm making two, a positive and a negative complete wire to actually keep it controlled. And as well, that way there, I can use these, which can plug into the Woodland Scenics plugs, but just plug and place.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
that's what
neat.
I'm doing.
So you're making your own lights, but you're using the hubs from the Woodland Scenic stuff?
Yes, exactly.
Nice. Yeah, do you have to add resistors or anything to that, or no?
Nope, because the plug and play actually has a resistor on board already. I found out.
Oh, huh. I thought it was in all the
So
wires, opposed to it being the
no,
wall.
not really. It's actually the main plug and play. Like these plugs only cost me about $9 from Amazon's. It comes with five
Oh,
female,
that's not
five
bad.
male. So I bought a pack of 10. I bought two packs. So I could do basically so much with that right now. How's your bin, by the way? I haven't. Did you get your other one done yet, or?
Yeah, they're both done, and they're over there. I just haven't painted them yet.
Ah,
Yeah. Now, I do want to. I kind of want to hand over a couple of things to you so that you can make something for me. But it'll
oh,
basically
I know that was
be kind
coming.
of like, how you. Well, with your expertise, it's kind of like,
Okay.
with a bunch of grain bins like side by side, and then just with
Yeah.
the what call it, the piping to feed each one, and then
Okay. So you want me to try and make the actual? You want me to make the supports, don't you?
kinda. You did a great job. So yeah, please,
I'll help out.
nice. That's a very basic structure right there.
Okay.
Wondering.
Just finicky of trying to twist the wires together. Because
Number 22. 22. That's number 22.
I could do stand lighting, but I can't do signal lighting. I'm not good at that yet. And I'm not good at signal wiring either.
Signal lighting?
Signal lighting and signal wiring like Dave.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he does half of that stuff. And then uses like the sensor and all that to throw the, everything.
Yeah. Wait, what is Mark asking? I don't know what he was saying. Because he was asking us.
1 second.
He was like, Bubs, plumber, anyone? Question mark.
That's really cool. Let's see.
Because I'm sort of in the zone here of trying to get my wiring done.
I might have to scroll up.
Sorry, Mark, I'm not looking at the chat. Basically, my back is towards the TV where I have the chat going, and I'm just busy working on this right now. So.
Oh, I get it. Because I was reading off part numbers, and then he started listing off other numbers as well. And he told me to wait till I get to the fun part, which is probably the piping on this thing, which I'm already not anticipating that. And Mark likes to confuse you, he says. Hey, Calvin, how's it going?
Well, Mark, don't confuse me while I'm trying to wire.
I mean, it's not bad, and it dries pretty quick. There's no way I would paint this and then put it together. There would be no way. But I'm gonna, I'll have to dull coat it and then color it whatever color, one color at a time here. Just because it's so.
Okay.
A lot of this is very tedious. So I can definitely understand why Mark is excited to see me freak out at this thing. Hey, Stormy Sky, how's it going?
Yeah. I can't wait for that locomotive to come in.
Plumber's asking if Hershey sources ingredients from the States?
I actually don't know. Maybe some of it, but probably a lot of it would be also be Canadian product.
Yeah, I'm not too positive myself. I was nowhere near Ottawa when that was running the first time.
Oh, I was, and my godparents actually worked out of that place.
Yeah, I think you were saying that. My mother-in-law did too. My mother-in-law worked uh, at the Hershey factory. I think everybody had at least one relative that worked there. And I couldn't even imagine that place closing down and like all those people losing their jobs and whatnot. That's crazy. I mean, I know it happens, but it still sucks when it happens.
Yeah.
And James is in the chat. Hey, James. Unfortunately, next Sunday, I don't think I'll be able to do a brunch build.
No?
Because I will be out of town. Nope. The wife has a baby shower to go to.
Oh.
Yep. I'll be in Havelock. So I'm gonna go sit beside the trains there and wait for trains. And trains probably won't even
Is
come.
this on a weekend? Is this going to be on a weekend?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So that train only
Sunday.
runs during the weekday. Apparently, that train only runs during the weekdays. And there's actually only 3 trains that run out of there, and it's all for the same commodity.
Well, guess it'll just be me and my thoughts then. I'll take a napkin and a pen and I'll draw out my next layout.
Oh boy.
What I should do is I should get a kit and I'll go build a kit trackside kit build. Wonder how the internet is out there. I'm like half joking, only because I'm like, I'm gonna need something to do.
Yeah.
It's probably this one. Where does number 14 go? Glue bracket to opening on end of platform and pipe to top valve with the top pipe at an upward angle. Okay. So it tells me that this is not going to be making it very easy for me. I should have just given this to Mark. Like, Mark, you've done this before. Have at it. And then we go number 22. Nope, number 14, which is this one. Oh, I see where it goes. Well, at least they put like a little thing there for you to connect it to.
Oh, that's good.
This is, yeah, still ridiculous though. These parts, some of these parts are so small.
Where's my? Ah, there's my Q-tip or Q-tip. Okay, now for the solder.
Mark, I also volunteered to help remove the old organ. Which one? The liver? Mark, my skill and hands. Pipe organ. Which organ though? Liver? Stomach? Oh, that makes more sense. Who here has a skill saw to remove the pastor's liver? James, I have 6.
Okay, we're getting off track here. Come on, everyone.
Mark is trying to be punny again.
I know. It's probably because he's going back to school soon to teach. So he's trying to get everything out because he's going to be busy for the next 10 months again.
It's like the equivalent to a bear hibernating.
Yeah.
At that point.
What do you mean I just swore? I didn't swear. Oh. Well, that's a good thing for you because, as well, your boys will be going back there shortly.
Yes, not soon enough. You need to go learn stuff and things.
Not video games.
Nah. Mark, what do you mean this is difficult? Look at that. Pro. Pro. First try. And Mark thought he was going to watch me suffer today. Well, not today.
I actually can't believe he's got ballast finally down on his layout. That is something I
Yeah,
would
that
have
made me
not
so
seen.
happy to see.
I know.
He's calling me out because it's not painted yet. Soon. One thing at a time, man. I'm not gonna paint it then put it together. I'm gonna put it together then paint it. Because there's no way that this will stay, glued together or even bond if it's painted. Yeah, Mark's seen that ballast job that my 10-year-old did, and he was all like, oof, I guess I got
You got jealous. You got jealous,
they're too high.
and you got. Oh yeah, Landon probably put him in his place. And now Mark has to show him up.
What's that saying? Cheap ballast isn't good. Good ballast isn't cheap, So that's why you gotta get her done.
Go. Ooh, ouch. Huh, that's where that piece went to. And I had to fix a switch stand there earlier this week.
A switch stand?
Yeah, one of my switch stands there. It came loose on me. It was the main switch to the switch is fine. It was the target that came loose on the rod. So I had to redo. I had to redo the rod, the actual rod that the target turns on. First, I thought I lost a couple pieces, but luckily I found them just out of nowhere, like the next day, because I was looking for it the first day and I couldn't find it. And then the next day, I'm just quickly looking, about 30 seconds, like, oh, there's that piece. And now I just found the actual green target piece that I need to actually go on top of the red target. Okay, there's that.
Did you already paint it? Is that how you know? Or is it
Well,
you're going to paint it?
what, the target?
Yeah. Have you painted it yet or no?
Well, the targets are staying black. The switcher stands are staying black, but the targets are actually. I painted the actual. I didn't paint. I actually Statlered it. I used a silver Sharpie, and I put a green, and I just colored it with a green Statler just to give it that fluorescent look.
Ah. Hey, Derek, how's it going?
But
these guys are talking about Mexican ballast now. That makes me want to go for some Taco Bell.
Oh boy.
I already made the safety cage, bro. Bam. She good.
Okay, there's that. There's that. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to try something new. Is I'm actually going to put all three of these lights onto one plug. The cheap, the very very cheap one, the very very Amazon ones that I got.
Now, are they considered LEDs?
They are. They are in fact LEDs.
Nice. How does this roll?
I have to start using different color wires very shortly because I'm running out of white and black there on these rolls.
Hmm.
And I'm not using a lighter. I'm actually using the iron to shrink that. To use the shrink wrap. Okay. Oh,
Okay, so I think those go into those holes there, but I'm not sure where this piping goes. So I know that goes there, and that goes there, but what about the rest of it? Um. Okay, so 15 is there, so 16 and 17. So it's probably these two. So I'm not thrilled with the amount of small parts that are on this kit, but I mean, it happens.
yep.
It really truly happens. So now there should be little holes on here, and the cage connects to the holes. You can already tell this is going to be fun. Okay. Yeah, that reminds me. If you guys are coming down on the Saturday, I'm gonna have to run the cleaning car just to make sure that the main line is good. I'm not used to having so many people over. So it's kind of weird, right? But it's like it looks okay. I have to add a bit more piping, but
There we go.
September 2nd. Is that what it is? September 2nd you guys are coming here?
That's a
Oh yeah,
that's Saturday. Yeah, that's the Saturday. Sunday will be trackside.
Yep. So basically, next week there's no brunch build because I'll be out of town, and then the following week there will be no
No brunch build
brunch
because
build
probably some of us will
because
be
we'll
live.
be trackside. But I'm sure that a lot will.
Well, yeah, probably Mike will go live. James will probably go live. Mark would probably go live. Hmm. So trackside, Mike thinks there's going to be interviews. Oh boy.
Has Mike show or not Mike has Mark shown his gift?
What gift?
His new something? I don't want to say what it is.
Hey.
What trackside Mike got him? The thing that
Oh
trackside Mike got him.
no, I don't think he's shown
I
it
don't think
yet.
he has shown that yet.
Mike, I have seen it. Yes, I've seen it at Chris's, but I don't think Mark has shown it off because he should show it off to everyone. Is what I mean. Or is he going to show it during his live stream next this week coming up?
Possibly. I don't really know what he has planned for that, but
There's that one. A little bit more solder. Okay.
there we go. Okay. That'll hold it there. What will have the track rights to bring the material to the Hershey plant? CN, CSX, CP?
What, the one in real
If we're
life or the
talking about
one in?
yeah, I think he's talking about the real one. So it's
The
like
real one is
literally
CP
two.
trackage. The real one's right by CP trackage.
Yeah, yeah, it's like 2 seconds from the CP yard in Smiths Falls.
Yep. Because the actual train that does that actually can also goes down to Brockville and actually interchanges with CN.
True.
Oh.
That's just my computer.
Okay, I thought someone was sending a nasty gram.
Nope. Hmm.
Derek Hershey used to have a plant basically right not far from us. And it was actually the only Hershey plant in Canada when it was first built.
Where did the tracks go exactly? Did they you know how the via comes in on that one side? Did they intersect with the via and then come in through that way?
What do you mean?
So
Work for the
you know
plant?
how when via, yeah, like prior to it closing, where did the tracks
Okay.
go?
So the track, the side. So you got to go down the Brockville sub a little bit, and basically where the switch is to get into the Hershey plant was basically right by the canal.
All that way down there?
Yep.
Huh.
It's about 2 kilometers, 2 to 3 kilometers
Still,
down the track. You're still technically in town, though.
technically.
You actually are still in town.
Mark, is that a question or are you just catching up with what we're talking about?
What? What's he saying now?
Mark said Hershey
Oh,
is coming back to Canada. I don't know what he's referring to.
unless he's trying to basically, because I think someone was asking Hershey. I think if Hershey was ever outside of just the states. I
Uh,
think Derek was asking that.
hey, doesn't that mean that the price for Hershey stuff would technically go down?
Maybe, maybe I believe so. Yeah, pretty sure.
Because if it's like locally, you know, made, I think
Yep,
it would be.
yep.
And Anthony, have you? It's chocolate, chocolate chips, chocolate bars, chocolate.
Reese's Pieces.
I think he wants us to be hungry by naming all the different chocolates.
Yeah, Anthony Hershey is still in PA, but the other plant that they used to have was in Canada, and it was in Smith Falls, Ontario.
Which is now literally like what 30, 40 minutes away from us. 45.
Yep.
Well,
Well, for you, yeah, 30, 40 minutes away from you.
so I take it that this is probably just going to be a loading rack then. That's cool.
Okay.
Got to add the little thing to turn it off and on. There it is.
So how's Alexa enjoying the crew lounge you made for her?
She's getting lots of use out of it, that's for sure.
That's good.
Yeah. Still have a bit more to do with it as far as giving it a more finished look, but it serves its purpose,
Oh, she probably loves it.
Yeah, oh yeah. Uh-oh.
What?
Well, the little tiny part went flying.
Oh no. I hate when that happens.
Yeah. I've got another one here for one of the other ones, so I think it might have just landed in this pile of stuff. So what I'll do is I'll do this, and then I'll take a look after to see if I can
Derek,
find it.
they did, and yes, they probably will again. Hence the reason why Harrison is so stoked about it coming back.
Okay, that one worked out a little bit better. I bet you can't even pick that up on the camera. That little
I can't
round
even
thing
see
there.
it. Where?
It's like right at the
Oh.
bottom of that pipe. Yeah.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
What is it even?
It was also so blurry there when you put it right up against the camera, so
Yeah, sorry.
it's okay.
Now there's these other two pipes that are on here, and it shows them here, but it doesn't show what you do with them. 18, 19, 20. Okay, glue upper receiving pipe, which is number 18. To valve. Parallel with base. Glue elbow 19 to mounting pin. Okay. And then mounting hole on lower receiving pipe 20. Okay, so does that just go... okay. So yeah, that just goes like that. Well, that's stupid. Okay, whatever. So you're basically just swapping out the tall pipe for low pipe.
Huh.
Because it's either filling it from the top or emptying it from the bottom. But either way, it's like you have the same intake, basically.
Ah.
And And then like literally everything else is the same with it. I'm glad that took me an hour to do one.
Okay. That out of the flux.
Started to build a Pella. What's a Pella station?
I don't know.
Started to build a Glenn. What is a Pella station? Terrible joke, Derek. That's terrible. You should take family to the Hershey plant and theme park in PA.
Here we go.
I don't know. I feel like I'm the only one in my family that really appreciates chocolate. I think I'm the only chocolate nut in the house.
So those are not. So the two lights are now soldered into one circuit. The only thing left I gotta do is the last one over here, and then I gotta wire that one to this, and then the plug, and then that should be good to go. And then a test.
So much work.
Hey, when it's going to make its debut 15th, 16th, 17th in Ottawa at the club of Hotrack, it's going to actually be really good. Because not only that, they actually also pick. They've been doing some emails lately, and they did a lot of work down in the dark room. It's all LED down there, so it is super bright. Apparently, from what I was told. I wish someone would actually put a. It's because like
you want it to be darker though, so that the lights show.
Well, yeah, but I mean, for some people who
so
had
just going to say because it's so
dark. I know. I'd say it's more. That's more prototypical. That it's just that dark, which is nice. But some people, well, because they're a little bit in age, they need glasses and a flashlight. With the bright light, it's going to help them.
Like Mark, right?
Oh, probably.
No, that guy's like 20.
Oh, I know. He thinks he's 20. What?
Oh, Wigwag says Timmy's has good donuts, but their coffee is a laxative.
So?
That's your defense? So?
Any coffee is a laxative. It's when you add the cream.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not much of a coffee drinker myself personally, but that's why I don't hold any stake in that conversation. I cannot confirm nor deny the allegations against Tim Hortons being a laxative. Although I do like the donuts.
Timbits.
Yes. Yeah, Timbits are great.
Yeah. Speaking of that
I can't
Challenger, I know
remember if
you were
it's
talking about that you
September or
want to
October.
see it, but I just to give you a heads up there, Chris, we still probably won't see it for a while until it's finally in active service. We won't see it come through Smith Falls just yet. Right now, they're only meant for the Kingston sub and for the Alex.
Oh, the chart.
Yeah.
Are they not doing any more testing?
They're still doing testing. It's just with the sets right now. Um, right now, the main testing is the Kingston and just a little bit of the Alex right now. And they still don't have that many sets that they can do yet. Just yet.
All right, James, you have yourself a great day. We'll see you in the chat later. Birthday Timbits. Yeah, like the birthday cake flavored.
Yeah.
They're probably the most popular. I like the cruller ones are fun. Or of course chocolate, because chocolate. That's why.
Chocolate frosting.
Yeah.
Chocolate frosted. Or honey cruller.
Yeah, the cruller ones. Yeah. Crueller's always great. Oh, Mark's running off to Tim Hortons Thursday night.
Or is he getting to Tim Hortons for his layout?
I don't know. You have a little building on your module that the car drives through, and I'm assuming it gets filled when it goes through
Yes.
that little building.
Yes.
What kit did you use to make that?
Pipe stuff.
Is it
That's
an
a kit
actual
that
kit, or
pipe
did you
stuff
just?
did.
Oh, okay. So you had to kit.
It was from the engine facility. It was from the outside engine facility.
Oh, okay.
Why is that?
Oh, just thinking out loud. You know me.
Okay. I still don't know if that's going to be part of the grain or if that's actually going to be also part of the DDG.
Yeah. Tough call. Tough call. I really hope I'm able to get more than 2 of these done, because that would be ridiculous if I only got 2 of these done. I mean, there's not a lot to them, but it's still like it still feels like there's a lot to them, if that makes sense.
No, I know. Yeah, like
All
I
little
thought this
parts.
wiring would be quick. It's not. Oh, she's hungry.
She's always hungry.
Hmm.
Let's see. And that the Chargers venture sets were on the Montreal Toronto run. Going to Toronto from Montreal next week.
Oh,
Yeah, it's tough. We don't like when you want to see something, you're not going to see it. It's always like
yeah.
surprise. Here it is, and you're like you're not ready for it.
Yep.
Like I can count the times that I've sat in that Smiths Falls yard, and then something random shows up.
Yeah, you just leave and then it came. It just came through. Ah.
So that's a cat thing. No wonder this cat. I feel like every time she.
Whew.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Uh, Mike, I'm not using yellow wire. As you can see, the yellow wire is still wrapped.
He said it's a lethal weapon reference.
Oh, I know it's a lethal weapon phrase, but
It's been a minute.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Mike, do me a favor and remind me like a day or two before the barbecue about. Oh wait, you know what? You're gonna be here on the Saturday. Never mind. I was gonna say remind me to bring your stuff for you, but if you're already gonna be here, you can just take it on the Saturday. Never mind. False alarm. I always instantly regret doing a kit that has piping as soon as I start building the kit.
Actually, right now, my friend Mr. Bob Moore was actually contemplating on asking me if I should wire all three of these into one because he did actually try that with his modules. And he runs HO scale track, but he's not an HO scale railroader.
What does that mean?
HON30 is what he does, aka Dirty 30 crew.
Yeah, the Dirty 30, yeah. Narrow gauge. Meh. I don't know. Oh, Mike's wife might not be too far by. Apparently, she doesn't know what's going on Saturday. Yeah, something about buying a bunch of trains and stuff.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna get him in trouble. Yeah, we gotta go buy a real train. We're gonna go buy a real train. Apparently, Mike has some land there, so he wants to put it in the backyard.
Doesn't he need his daughter's permission?
At this point, who knows?
So he needs the CEO's permission to build in the basement, but so that's the chief executive officer, but the chief operations officer, does he need permission to build a giant outdoor gauge in the backyard?
I don't know how that works. Yeah, I don't know.
I think we just got him in trouble.
Darn, I guess my attempt at getting him in trouble, and then he wouldn't be able to come, so then I'd have to hang on to this stuff here. I'll buy all the locomotives for myself then. I feel that the more of these that I do, the easier it goes together, which I'm very happy about.
Oh, yeah.
Because you really worry if it's going to turn out okay. And if it doesn't look good, then you're like, well, that was a waste. You know, the funny thing is that I didn't even think to ask my wife if I could put a hole in the wall. So I just automatically assumed that it would be a no. But wouldn't it be something if I was like, hey, can I do this? And she said, yeah, sure, why not?
To tell you the truth, it's better to ask for forgiveness. It's better to ask forgiveness than ask for permission. Sorry, beg for forgiveness, ask for permission.
I guess. But it's easy for you to say. You don't have to deal with the repercussions. I'd have to deal with the repercussions. Begging for forgiveness. That's like
See,
that's
even Mike. Well, to tell you the truth, Mike agrees with me.
Yeah, his wife is sitting right there. He's like, I don't agree with anything this man says. Well, I don't. I've never met this man.
Oh, look at what John said. Look at what John said.
Nearly 8
That's
months for my wife to notice. John, you're my hero. That's awesome. Yeah, literally, like, I don't know if you guys remember, but when I first started building my current layout, I started putting tape on the carpet to show or to represent the area that it would be covering. And then my wife came down and she said, you better leave enough room so that I can walk through the hallway into the office without any obstructions. And I said, deal. So then I just, instead of taping off where the layout was going to go, I just taped off the area where she could walk. And I said, there, whatever's remaining is where the layout is going to go. True story. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this one here, and then I'm going to call it a day.
Yep.
It's very unfortunate
Yeah,
that I
because you
was only
got.
2 of these. It's stupid.
Time flies when you're having fun building.
Oh, no doubt. It's just I feel like I've built bigger structures and more elaborate things in the same amount of time than these 2 tiddly rack things here.
No, I know.
I have a lot of stuff to paint before winter hits. I do all my painting outside, so I gotta, do it all before it gets that certain temperature where paint just doesn't dry right.
Mm.
The wife prefers that I paint outside opposed to inside because the smell of the paint is not great, and it's probably for the best. So
Okay.
darn.
Back to this side here.
Bradley wants to know where we get our evergreen plastic from. Anytime I've ever purchased evergreen, it's usually just from a local store. That way I can go in and
Yeah.
just
Same.
check out the sizing. And there's certain things that you can buy online, which I'm all for. I normally buy all my stuff, and have it ordered in. But there's certain things, and I'm kind of like that with ballast and like a static grass and flock and whatnot. that kind of stuff, I usually go in to look at and either make note of and buy it online, or I just buy it while I'm there, depending on how bad I need it and how quick I need it. But Evergreen Styrene is the same. I always go in and I take a look at my options. If they've got something neat, then I'll go with that. But do it quietly and do scenery right away. No, it was there. It came with the house. When you purchased the house, though, there was already a hole there, so I just made the train go through
Yeah.
it. Derek can't comment because he said gentleman. At first, I had no idea who he was talking about either. I was like, who? This thing had a lot of flash and little bits to it, but I'm going to get rid of all this plastic because there's a lot of it.
Mm.
Okay, so I got 2 done, and it doesn't really seem like much, but I feel confident that when I do my next 2, and probably the last 2,
Yep.
they will go swimmingly. They will be really easy to do, and there will be no complaints or swearing at the little loading unloading racks, and they should turn out quite well.
That's good.
I think if I ever got to the point where I was like super mad at a kit or something, it's like it would lose all meaning at that point, because most of this is supposed to just be relaxing anyways.
Oh yeah.
So if you're not having fun, then I don't know why you're doing it. All right, and that's here's the final look at what I've got here. So like, there's that one there, very nice, does what it's supposed to, which is absolutely nothing. And here's its twin. There we go. Again, not much to it, but it does what it's supposed to. So
Yep.
I'll be able to spray them, and I'll probably spray those wet dry bins as well.
Yep.
Actually, those kits are very similar, and it's funny because I have this sitting right here. It's very similar to the in the ethanol, one of the ethanol kits. I've got this thing here. Whoops! Oh, the roof fell off. I never glued it on. Okay, but yeah, very similar, right? This is also a loading and unloading thing, but it has all this piping and tank over here, which is kind of weird, but
Okay.
whatever. No
Yeah.
little house. And this is the other version of that. Jarek wants to know what it is that you're soldering up there. Might have missed.
I'm soldering my light stands. There we go.
Yeah, he's got some lights for his modules there, and he has purchased there's little plugs that are normally attached to the wires for Woodland Scenics lights. I don't know if I have one here that I can show.
Yeah. I'm just going to turn my camera off and readjust myself here. Give me a second.
So on the end of a Woodland Scenics light, it looks like this. You got a little plug, and then whatever's in here. I don't know if that's a capacitor or what, but yeah, that's your plug. So he bought a piece that's like this with that plug already on the end. So what he's doing is he's attaching some, I guess they're like either street lights or yard lights, and he's wiring them to the plug. So he has his own LEDs, but he's going to use the hub from Woodland Scenics, which is a very good idea because the Woodland Scenic stuff tends to be very expensive. I just buy it because I'm lazy. I don't like doing the wiring and all that, so I like it when it's already done for me. But he bought his own plugs, but he'll buy the hub from.
Yeah, I actually do have the hub already.
Yeah, it's the Just Plug system, but you do have the hub.
I already have the hub. I just haven't installed it yet on that section. The other two sections are done.
Yeah. So instead of buying the Woodland Scenics lights or light posts or any of that stuff, because that's like what, $25 for a set of 3. How much did you pay for your
a set of 5? $10.
And then you're just doing it all yourself, basically.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. And then, I mean, the hub is a hub, right? Like, you can expand on it and whatnot, and you can attach them all together. So it is what it is with that. But it's a cool system. So, I mean, I've got that all throughout the layout. And yeah, I like it.
Oh, yeah. It's a great system.
Do you have the blue hub as well so that you can put in multiple?
So, it's only good for the blue hub is actually only good for the Woodland Scenics stuff. If you're going to plug normal LEDs into it, it's actually told you the instructions don't. You have to actually use the Just Plug for that. You can't put them into the expansion or else you can actually blow up the expansion from what I heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So for normal lights, for the Woodland Scenic lights, you can plug those into the hub.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas an off-the-market LED, you have to actually plug those into the actual Just Plug.
That's weird.
I know.
So I was going to say, I've got these things here. If you need to go from module to module, where are they? If you have to expand, let's say, for example, if you were taking, I've got the rest of them somewhere else, but it's basically a male-female plug, right? So black wire, red wire. Yeah. And then you take the other one and you plug it into that. So if you needed to have lights on another module and you don't want to have to plug the wire into it, you can always use some of these. And then that way you're just connecting your thing.
What I'm doing though is a little bit different. I'm actually, with the Woodland Scenic plug, I'm going to hardwire it actually in. So I'm actually going to hardwire it to the actual module.
Oh.
So I'll take one of those plugs, put a little bit of extra wire on it, and then what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do something like to basically just have the wire like showing bare. Then I'm going to solder it to it. So.
Oh, okay. So it's like running off a track power almost, or?
Yes, it's going to be running off the layout when it's turned on.
Neat. Okay, well that's cool.
Now there, I don't have to worry about where can I plug in for a wall section.
Yeah, it makes sense. Cool. How many volts is the Just Plug system?
It should be at 110.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I try to keep it all the same so that I don't have to worry about volts and all that. I use the Woodland Scenics off and on switch, the power supply. I don't normally switch things out. Bubs is doing something a little bit different, but he knows what he's doing, and I'm sure he's already made all the calculations. So,
Oh,
I
I'm
like
just sending
easy.
it.
He
I'm
can
just
send
sending it.
and I just keep it easy. So, but yeah, it'll be fun to see that all set up and stuff. Are you going to be doing a live or anything while you're there at the club?
I'll probably do a layout tour vid. And probably what I'll do is I'll do a secondary vid for actual debojo of actually it being worked in the yard.
Hmm. With your new green cars
Yeah, and gray.
and gray, right? I like the green one though. The green one they stick
I
out.
know. The green ones stick out. Who knows? Maybe one of these days I may buy the other two road numbers.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I thought you were only using about 2 or 3 on there. It was 3,
I may
right?
use. No, just at first two, but I'm thinking maybe all four.
Hmm. I did the same thing with the Givos. I'm like, I'm only getting 2. Now
Yeah.
I'm getting 4. Unless my
Well,
wife is
two,
watching, I'm
yeah.
only getting 2.
Well, what it's going to be, the reason why I bought four is because two have to go on a train
Mm-hmm.
to actually be switched out, and two actually have to be at the layout at
Yeah,
the business.
2 empties and 2 full. Yeah, it makes sense.
Exactly.
Right on. Cool. Guess we're looking forward to your next in 3 weeks. Well, what's happening is that
Actually,
next week
yeah. Ooh.
no live next Sunday, and then the following Sunday we'll be at the barbecue, and then that takes us into like what September some point.
Well, September 10th would be the next live, technically.
Yep, and then the 17th there won't be one because I'll be on my way back from Tilsonburg because we've got
Yeah.
that manufacturer pop up on the 16th. So if you guys are down in the Tilsonburg area, then you'll get to hang out. So that'll be fun. Yeah. You have anything else before we go?
No, I actually do not right now. I am. I'm good to go. I still got to put that. So I do got to put up a video for the Bojo. So it's going to be a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically wiring of the lights. So I may do a episode 8 part 1 and then an episode 8 part 2 for the rest of the lights.
Yeah. Okay. So when do you think that'll be up?
Well, part 1 should be up maybe. I may have it up in a week, but part 2 will be a little bit because the second lights that I'm talking about is, well, because I want to add, when you drop in the building, it makes contact with a metal piece, and then with that has the wires all attached to it, and then it turns on just as soon as it touches.
Ah, okay.
I'm going off the deep end with the Bojo right now.
It's good. It's good though. It looks really good, and like when we saw it set up in June. It was June. I'm I'm trying to remember. It's hard to remember all these things, but when we saw it in June, it was really.
It was there.
There was still obviously a lot that needs to be done, but when you look at it though, you can see the general direction to which you're going, and it looked really good. And
Oh yeah.
that's why I'm like, you have to make me a little silo thing because it looks really good. I need that for the bottom of my layout.
Okay. Do you have the parts?
I'll probably have to get a list from you, but
Okay.
yeah. But I do want to use. I think I want to use those 2 storage, but the wet dry bins there as well.
Yeah.
Because I ran out of room on the top.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
what? There's no room?
I mean, there's like a bit more room, but there's not that much room. So.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'll need to add maybe smaller ones, like ones that are half that size.
Like the
Uh,
pipe stuff ones is what you're talking about?
yeah, like 3 of those maybe with like a grain elevator kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Wait, the wet dry bins don't fit there?
No,
I
not
thought they
not
would.
height wise, yes. However, there's two because I got to put a road there and stuff now, and there's
Because you moved it. We had it. That's why. Oh, okay. All right.
well, plus we added an extra track there for
Yeah.
like the
But
side.
no, like where you wanted to, where the drop off was the first time, you moved it, right?
Yes. No, I didn't move it. Even the way it is right now, I can fit the one track there, but it seems like it's too much because I put them up there and I'm like, that seems like a bit much. I just don't want it to be crampy, you know? If it's crampy, then it's
No,
like,
no, 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 no. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of a spot to put them. Is what I'm saying.
I mean, I can still use them on the bottom. It's not a huge deal. I just
Oh
have to
no, I think
the top.
no. I can. I may be able to say, if you want, make a pipe going right across. So we do one of those styrene pipe. So you got to get the evergreen styrene pipes.
Mm-hmm.
And what I can sometimes and what I can do is actually make one. It bridges, so you can actually say have the bins sitting almost isolated, and then they actually string across to the auger,
The auger. Yeah.
the auger tower.
I was also thinking of possibly, the ladder coming up.
Uh, on the top floor, on the top level.
Yeah,
Yes,
to the left of it. There's so much real estate there.
that's what I'm saying. So you put the two there, and then move right across with a pipe to your main tower.
Ah, yeah. I just don't want them to get in the way of the hand throws because it's all hand throws there.
No, 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 no. Like you put them on the other side of the hand throws, and just before your main hand, and just before your main hand throw to your branch. Like I
Oh,
said, I have to be there. If to what I'm saying, I need to be there to show you.
I think I know, like right up against the backdrop is what you're saying.
Almost, but no,
Oh,
because you have the branch line right up against the backdrop.
I don't have to take anything apart, do I?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah, then go nuts.
Okay.
But yeah, as long as it's up there and I don't have to redo anything, because it's like, oh man, if I redo that one more time, I'm gonna scrap it. It's the whole thing is just gonna be a scrap yard. As in, I'm gonna scrap that yard. I'm gonna scrap that yard. I'm gonna scrap that yard.
Or you may have to get you a surge bin too to go with those two wet dry bins. That way, there your cars can also go under that too.
Sure, the more the merrier. The more bins, the merrier. All right, well, we'll call it, and
Yeah.
we won't see you next week, but we'll see you at the barbecue. The barbecue is coming up 2 weeks from today, and we'll
Yep.
be trackside. There'll be a bunch of us there. We'll obviously someone's going to go live at some point. Yeah, and we'll see y'all there.
Yeah. We just got to keep them off the tracks.
Yeah, we got to keep James away from the tracks there.
And Mark.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me today, Bubs, and thank you everybody in the chat for
Anytime.
watching. And we'll see you real soon.
Have a good one, everyone.